We've got 3 thrilling lessons lined up to skyrocket your skills. First, you'll listen to a story packed with surprises and answer questions to power up your English listening skills. Next, you'll read another story, buzzing with excitement, and solve questions to boost your reading skills. Perfect for grabbing new words. Then we'll practice speaking with a lively conversation you can use in real life, repeating after me to sound bold and smooth. This is your moment to shine. Grab a pen, a notebook, and your energy. Pause any time to think or write. Stay with us, and you'll be stunned at how much your English grows. Ready to leap into this English adventure? Let's get started right now. Listening lesson. Let's kick off with the listening lesson. I'll read a story about a girl named Tara and her camping trip. It's a great story, and I'll speak slowly and clearly. Listen carefully, because I'll ask questions after. Pause the video to answer them. This is awesome for beginners and intermediate learners to improve your listening skills. Here we go. My name is Tara, and I'm 11 years old. I live in a small town near a big forest with my mom, my dad, and my little brother Sam. Our house is brown with a pointy roof, and I can see pine trees from my porch. One Friday, my family decides to go camping because we love nature. I wake up at 7, buzzing with excitement, and hop out of bed. I wash my face, brush my teeth, and put on a red hoodie, jeans, and sneakers. For breakfast, I eat toast with jam and a pear while Sam chatters about bugs. At 8, we pack our car with a tent, sleeping bags, and a cooler full of food. The campsite is 30 minutes away, surrounded by tall trees and a crackling campfire smell. When we arrive, I help Dad set up the tent. It's green and big enough for all of us. Then Sam and I collect sticks for the fire, racing to find the best ones. At noon, we roast hot dogs over the flames. They're smoky and yummy, and eat them with buns and juice. After lunch, we hike to a hill nearby, spotting a deer peeking through the bushes. The view from the top is huge, trees stretching everywhere. Back at camp, we tell ghost stories by the fire as the sun sets, and I feel a little scared but laugh anyway. At 9, we crawl into our sleeping bags, and I hear owls hooting outside. I fall asleep dreaming of deer. The next morning, we pack up at 10 and drive home. At home, I draw the campfire in my notebook while we eat pancakes for lunch. At night, I brush my teeth, put on my pajamas, and go to bed at 9, still hearing those owls in my head. Before leaving the campsite, Sam and I explore one last time. We wander past the tent and find a little stream trickling through the rocks. The water sparkles in the sun, and I see a frog hop onto a stone. Sam giggles and tries to catch it, but it jumps away fast. I pick up a flat rock and skip it across the stream. It bounces 3 times. Sam claps and tries too, but his sinks. We sit by the water, eating leftover marshmallows from last night. They're sweet and sticky. A bird flies low, chirping, and we watch it land on a branch. At 10:15, Mom calls us back to help pack the car, and we leave the stream behind, feeling happy. Listening questions. Here are the questions. Pause and write your answers. 1. What is the girl's name and how old is she? 2. Where does she live and who lives with her? 3. What does her house look like? And what can she see from her porch? 4. What day is it? And what time does she wake up? 5. What does she wear? And what does she eat for breakfast? 6. What do they pack in the car? And how far is the campsite? 7. What does she do when they arrive? And what do they collect? 8. What do they eat for lunch? And what do they see on the hike? 9. What do they do at night? And what does Tara hear? 10. What do Sam and Tara find the next morning? And what does Tara see there? 11. What does Sam try to do at the stream? And what happens? 12. What does Tara do with a rock? And how many times does it bounce? 13. What do they eat by the stream? And what animal do they see? 14. What does she do when she gets home? And what do they eat for lunch? Write your answers now. Listening answers. Let's check. 1. The girl's name is Tara, and she's 11 years old. 2. She lives in a small town near a forest with her mom, dad, and brother Sam. 3. Her house is brown with a pointy roof. She sees pine trees from her porch. 4. It's Friday, and she wakes up at 7. 5. She wears a red hoodie, jeans, and sneakers. She eats toast with jam and a pear. 6. They pack a tent, sleeping bags, and a cooler. The campsite is 30 minutes away. 7. She helps set up the tent. They collect sticks for the fire. 8. They eat hot dogs for lunch. They see a deer on the hike. 9. They tell ghost stories at night. Tara hears owls hooting. 10. Sam and Tara find a stream. Tara sees a frog. 11. Sam tries to catch the frog. It jumps away. 12th. Tara skips a rock across the stream. It bounces 3 times. 13. They eat marshmallows by the stream. They see a bird. 14. After getting home, she draws the campfire. They eat pancakes. Great job. If you miss any, listen again. Reading lesson. Now, let's move to the reading lesson. You'll see a story on the screen about a boy named Milo and his museum visit. It's an exciting story. Easy for beginners and intermediate learners. Read it carefully. Then answer the questions to improve your English. Pause when you need to. Here's the story. My name is Milo, and I'm 9 years old. I live in a busy city with my mom, my dad, and my big sister, Ella, in an apartment on the 3rd floor with a balcony. One Saturday, we visit a museum because I love dinosaurs. I wake up at 8 feeling happy and jump out of bed. I wash my face, brush my teeth, and put on a green t-shirt, shorts, and my blue cap. For breakfast, I eat cereal with milk and a peach while Ella reads a book. At 9, we take a bus to the museum. It's 20 minutes away, and I watch buildings zip by. The museum is huge with stone steps and tall doors. Inside, we see dinosaur bones, big ones like a T-Rex with sharp teeth. I take pictures with my camera. Then we explore a room with old coins and shiny jewels. Ella likes a gold necklace. At noon, we eat lunch in the cafe, cheese sandwiches and lemonade, near a window. After eating, I touch a real fossil in a hands-on area. It's rough and cool. We watch a short movie about space, and I imagine being an astronaut. By 2, we're ready to go, so we buy a dinosaur toy from the shop. I pick a stegosaurus. We get home at 3, and I show Mom my toy while we eat cookies for a snack. Later, I draw the T-Rex in my notebook, adding big claws. At night, we have dinner, spaghetti and meatballs, talking about the museum. After dinner, I play with my stegosaurus, then brush my teeth and put on my pajamas with stars on them. At 9, I climb into bed, holding my toy, and fall asleep dreaming of dinosaurs stomping around. Reading questions. Here are the questions. Pause and write your answers. 1. What is the boy's name and how old is he? 2. Where does he live and who lives with him? 3. What does his apartment look like and where do they go? 4. What time does he wake up and what does he eat for breakfast? 5. What does he wear and how far is the museum? 6. What does he see first at the museum and what does he do? 7. What does Ella like in the next room? 8. What do they eat for lunch, and where do they eat it? 9. What does he touch, and how does it feel? 10. What does he do after getting home, and what do they eat for dinner? Write your answers now. Reading answers. Let's check. 1. The boy's name is Milo, and he's 9 years old. 2. He lives in a busy city with his mom, dad, and sister, Ella. 3. His apartment is on the 3rd floor with a balcony. They go to a museum. 4. He wakes up at 8 and eats cereal with milk and a peach. 5. He wears a green t-shirt, shorts, and a blue cap. The museum is 20 minutes away. 6. He sees dinosaur bones first. He takes pictures with his camera. 7. Ella likes a gold necklace in the next room. 8. They eat cheese sandwiches and lemonade in the cafe near a window. 9. He touches a fossil. It feels rough and cool. 10. After getting home, he shows mom his toy and draws. They eat spaghetti and meatballs. Awesome! Read again if you need practice. Speaking practice. Now it's speaking time. We'll have a conversation about planning a baking day. It's full of practice. I'll be one person, and my friend Noah will be the other. Listen first, then repeat after me to improve your English. This is fun for beginners and intermediate learners to sound natural. Let's start. Person 1. Hi, Noah. How are you today? Person 2. Hi, I'm good, thanks. How about you? Are you free this Saturday? Person 1. I'm great, and yes, I'm free. I was thinking, do you want to have a baking day at my house? Person 2. A baking day sounds so fun. I love sweets. What time should I come over? Person 1. How about 10 o'clock? That gives us plenty of time to bake and enjoy everything. Person 2. 10 works for me. What should we make? I can bring stuff to make chocolate chip cookies. They're my specialty. Person 1. Perfect. I love chocolate chip cookies. I'll get ingredients for a vanilla cake. We can decorate it too. What else do we need? Person 2. Maybe something savory? I could bring cheese and crackers to snack on while we bake. Person 1. Good idea. I'll grab some fruit like apples and bananas to keep us going. Should we use any special tools? Person 2. Yes, I have a cookie cutter set, stars and hearts. I'll bring it for fun shapes. Person 1. Awesome. I've got a mixer we can use for the cake batter. It'll make it smooth. What toppings should we get? Person 2. How about sprinkles? I can pick up some colorful ones. They'd look great on the cake. Person 1. Love that. I'll get whipped cream. We can pile it on top. Should we make drinks too? Person 2. Definitely. I'll bring a jug of orange juice. It's refreshing after all that sugar. Person 1. Nice. I'll make hot chocolate. We can sip it while the cookies bake. How long should we spend? Person 2. Maybe 4 hours. We can bake, decorate, and clean up without rushing. Person 1. 4 hours sounds perfect. Should we wear aprons? Baking can get messy. Person 2. Good call. I have a blue apron. I'll bring it to stay clean. What about you? Person 1. I've got a red one. It's got pockets for spoons. Should we take pictures of our treats? Person 2. Yes, let's do that. I'll bring my phone. We can snap the cookies and cake when they're done. Person 1. Great. What if we make too much? Should we share with anyone? Person 2. How about my little sister? I can take some home for her. She'd be thrilled. Person 1. Sweet. I'll save some for my neighbor. He loves homemade stuff. Anything else to bring? Person 2. Maybe music? I've got a small speaker. We can play happy songs while we work. Person 1. That's the best. Okay, it's all set. See you at 10 at my house on Saturday. Person 2. Can't wait. See you then. Bye. Awesome. Practice it again. You're speaking like a pro. Practice this every day. It's real English for planning with friends. Say it anywhere and feel confident. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell.